Okay, so these Kingdom Hearts leaks that happened a couple of days ago via the GeForce database leak have gotten a lot more interesting. And that is because around a day and a half ago, Nvidia actually came out and essentially confirmed the leaks themselves. Now, no, they didn't come out and say like, oh yeah, these games are in development, they're all real, they're all being worked on. No. Like I said in my live stream, and like many have said, when it comes to these database leaks from Nvidia, a lot of these games could just be used for testing, internal tracking, or could be canceled projects. We don't know which is which. So some of these games could actually exist, some of them could be canceled projects, and some could literally just be a title and nothing else. But still, the fact that this leak is 100% real now makes the discussion points a lot more curious. Now, I can't speak for the bunch of other games that were leaked as well, but I can talk about Kingdom Hearts to a certain degree, as we've been following the series for years, and we can kind of infer to a degree how likely some of these things actually are. Now, the things that were up there for Kingdom Hearts, aside from the games that were already released, were things like Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key and Kingdom Hearts 4, as we are aware of. Kingdom Hearts 4 is a game that is going to happen in the future. How soon? I have no idea, but it's something that is going to happen. Nomura's talked about in interviews before. They said that they do want to get some other titles out. We have Melody of Memory. Potentially one more title might be coming out as well. Maybe a Kingdom Hearts Verum Rex, or maybe Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key remaster or something. Maybe that's the title before 4. But a lot of us are expecting another title. But on top of that, Kingdom Hearts 4 could just be the placeholder for the other title. It would be a weird placeholder, but it could be a placeholder nonetheless. What could have happened was when they went to test out things on Nvidia GeForce, Square themselves probably didn't put Kingdom Hearts 4 up there, but someone at Nvidia, they just saw, oh, another Kingdom Hearts game's in production. Okay, let's title this Kingdom Hearts 4, I guess. So that could be something that happened. But let me go ahead and read this Nvidia statement to you, actually. The statement they released after the gigantic database leak that happened that kind of shook the gaming world. A statement they made was that Nvidia is aware of an unauthorized published game list with both released and /or speculative titles used only for internal tracking and testing. Inclusion on the list is neither confirmation nor an announcement of any game. Nvidia took immediate action to remove access to the list. No confidential game builds or personal information were exposed. Now, this is a very PR statement, but it does hold a lot of truth in it. A lot of these games were most likely used as for internal tracking and testing. Doesn't mean they are real or that these announcements are going to happen relatively soon. But what it does talk about, I guess, what this does tell us, the info it gives us, is that some things are at least in concept. And like I said earlier, what is or what isn't is probably going to be up to the fans to infer. Kingdom Hearts 4, I've been on record saying that I genuinely do think Kingdom Hearts 4 will probably release within the next 2 to 3 years, or 3 to 4, somewhere around there. I think right after the next non-numbered title, we will get Kingdom Hearts 4. That's where I'm at right now, or at least the next main non-numbered title. They could do whatever they want after. Maybe they throw out a Unchained remaster or maybe a small game here and there, but I think the next big game after the next title will be Kingdom Hearts 4. Unchained Key being up there is something very curious to me. Is even more surprising than Kingdom Hearts 4 being up there. Maybe at some point they did plan to remaster Unchained Key, maybe for some collection purposes, maybe for some Kingdom Hearts PC releases prior to the shutdown or something. But the reason Unchained Key being up there is very surprising is because, one, Unchained Key has not been called Unchained Key for years, and I mean years. Most people don't even call it Unchained Key anymore. I'm thinking that they could be potentially messing around with some sort of remake or remaster of Union Cross's story, which I do think is like likely. I don't know how soon something like that will happen. It's something that I've been notably 50-50 on in the past. because on one hand, Union Cross just ended and it is a free mobile game that you can experience anytime you want, but on the other end, the story could be even more entertaining to consume and even debatably easier to understand with voice acting, with the clean animations, just with everything that will come with a full 3D remake of the game. So there's both sides to that argument. Does this mean we're going to get a Kingdom Hearts announcement this year? I still am conflicted on that. Although we speculated and talked about announcements potentially happening this year, in most of those videos I've said that I don't really expect an announcement this year because Nomura did say that we weren't supposed to get any news this year, but I do understand other people's perspective and that they do like to surprise people. Square Enix does like to surprise people, and something like a teaser is in the realm of possibility, but I still keep my expectations really low because honestly I'm pretty content with what we got this year for Kingdom Hearts, so waiting for 2022 to get some sort of announcement isn't really that bad for me. So I don't really think this means we're going to be getting an announcement soon or anything outside of in March during the 20th anniversary, but this does give us something to think about. I think this sparked a lot of discussion and that has been really fun about how long KH4 might take, is Unchained Key getting a remaster or remake, and plenty of other games that are like potentially in the works because of this. But again, like they said, not all of these titles are even real. Some of these could literally just be placeholders, just be titles, things they just put up preemptively. Though these things are always fun to talk about nonetheless, and it's always cool when things like these happen, on the consumer's end at least, because we get to have like really fun discussions, and it's really nice and just wholesome to see how like hyped the gaming community gets over stuff like this, even if some of it goes a little overboard. But I mean, that's what's fun about being involved in these communities, right? But again, I do just want to reiterate this. I will probably be talking about Kingdom Hearts 4 a lot in the future and maybe referencing this leak quote, but as always with these things, keep your expectations super low. Don't expect KH4 Unchained at any future events or anything. Even if we talk about the possibility of it happening, a lot of these things are just cool for discussion. However, that will be all for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red subscribe button down below. Also, on top of that, comment down below, what do you guys think about this? How do you feel about this sort of thing? How soon do you actually think Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to release? Do you think the Unchained Key part of it is real, or is it just a situation like some other games where it's literally just a title and nothing else? Anyways, I'm going to head out. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.
Now she's a daydreamer. She's always thinking about him. No more room in this picture for you to fit in. Now she's crying on the phone, telling you she's not good enough for him. When you think that she is